Welcome back. Dotcom's file-sharing website Mega has been asked to take down any illegal copies of Eleanor Catton's Man Booker Prize-winning novel The Luminaries. The novel was discovered on Mega this week. Dotcom is facing piracy and money laundering charges in the US after his previous file-sharing site, Mega Upload, was taken offline. I'm joined now by Sam Elworthy, President of the Publishers Association of New Zealand, who says likely to be the tip of the iceberg. Hi Sam, thanks for joining us this morning.
Hi Rachel.
Let me just get your reaction to this book, The Luminaries, being up on the Mega site.
Well, it's very disappointing because it's a great novel that's enjoying great success around the world, and it's available as an e-book as well as in paper and in a cloth-bound edition too. So there's multiple ways you can get legal access to this work, and it's a real pity when pirates take it and make it available for free. And it's an even greater pity when that pirate site is based in New Zealand with New Zealand employees and giving it away like that. So we were very disappointed.
In Mega's defence, they wouldn't know that it was up there, though, would they? That's one of these strange issues with how it works, doesn't it?
They do claim that, but anyone can go on Google, and if you Google any famous novel that you're looking for, Lee Child or something like that, and free download copy, you'll see mega.co.nz high on the rankings. So if I can find it, they can find it. They're a lot smarter than me.
OK, so you say it's the tip of the iceberg. Mm-hmm. How so?
How so? Well, in part, there's a lot of file-sharing sites around, so Mega is not alone in that. So there's many file-sharing sites around that have vast amounts of book content, and again, you can use Google or a more advanced sort of search to locate that illegal book content. It's the tip of the iceberg in that way, so that and we need to whack it down every time we see it, the illegal content. The flip side is that the book industry's been learned a lot of lessons from the music industry actually, and so we have been quick to every book, pretty much now you can buy in multiple formats, you can buy in digital formats. So worldwide, where publishers have done that effectively, piracy is not a huge problem. We need to whack it when it happens, but it's not a huge problem. We have a great legitimate market for ebooks.
I was going to touch on the fact that this is what we've seen happen already in the music industry.
Yeah.
I guess now with the advent of ebooks and Kindle, mm-hmm. and as books go digital, this is where it's coming through into the literary world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually been a problem before. The old photocopier or scanner was pretty good to it.
You've got to be pretty committed.
You do for 800 pages. You do, but people were committed and put stuff up already. And ebooks do make it easier. Most ebooks have digital rights management in them, making it a little bit tricky to make them freely available to others, but high-tech people are good at breaking that, and so them being available as ebooks makes piracy a bit more of a problem. But again, you go to somewhere like Spain, piracy for books is a major problem, and you see in Spain most books are not available as ebooks. So there's a relationship between being a good publisher and getting the books out in a lot of different formats and combating piracy. But again, when we see it take place, great local content, great local author, being ripped off by a New Zealand company. That's disappointing. I
can just imagine the flood of abusive emails I'm about to receive for saying this, but what I was going to say is some would argue that any exposure for a New Zealand creative is good exposure.
Yeah, I just don't buy that, really. I mean, publishers give away a lot of stuff. We're always out there on Facebook and Twitter and giving away chapters and serialising stuff in the Listener and Metro and all around the world. We love giving away bits of content, but we haven't chosen the route of the newspaper industry or others of providing all our stuff for free online. We didn't think that was a great idea for book publishing, and I think probably newspapers thought it maybe not a good idea now too. And so we don't do that, but we do allow a lot of legal ways to get access to it, and so we allow people to sample for free. When they want to buy the real thing, they actually have to pay some money, and we think that's a fair deal for people.
Who's responsible in this case? Who do you think? I mean, you've been sounded a bit frustrated at Mega. There was the person who uploaded it as well. Who should be held accountable? I mean,
I think the companies operating in the internet space have a responsibility. We can't, we're Victoria University Press, which published The Luminaries, is about the same size as my publishing company. We're little operations based in the South Pacific, finding creative people and getting them out to big audiences. We just don't have the means to go around and look for some individual who popped up a copy of The Luminaries online. So we do place a great responsibility on companies like Mega and companies like them to just take a look at their content, to be vigilant about their users and what they're putting on, to do the sort of basic assessments that anyone could do if they go in on Google, and a higher level assessment that they could do because they own the site actually and have all the content on there, to make sure that illegal content is not on there. places like Dropbox and others do that quite effectively, and Mega could.
And possibly Joe and Joanne Public should avoid reading it as well. It's a difficult thing, isn't it? But it's the people who are accessing it and getting it for free as well.
It is. It is. I don't blame them though. People are wise to, if they want to read the luminaries, they're going to look online and go to the first place that has it available. If it's Amazon or Kobo or another online vendor or a local bookshop, fantastic, and they'll buy it. If Mega's right on the top, they'll go to Mega and get it for free. And I'm more disappointed in Mega about that than the individual consumer.
All right, Sam Elworthy, President of the Publishers Association of New Zealand, thank you.